What a beautiful day we are having today in Melbourne. It did get a little bit cold over the last week. It was raining, it was cooler, the temperature dropped, but today it is sunny again and just glorious. And those 3 weeks that I have now spent in Melbourne since arriving here on the 20th of September, they have inspired me to share something quite important with you because it is something that I can no longer live without, and that is really, really making a huge difference to the quality of my life. And it has got to do with being in Melbourne very much and living in Melbourne. You see, when I first arrived in Melbourne many, many years ago, I had no idea just how good life could be. This is why I fell in love so strongly with Melbourne, and I had so many beautiful, very, very happy years here. So then when I left Melbourne, I traveled to other places in Australia looking a similar thing but not quite finding it, and then ending up back in Europe for most of this year. It all just really made me realize that I did find something very, very special in Melbourne. And yes, there's the weather and the lifestyle and the food and the beaches and the nature, like all that is that goes without saying. But there is something more here that I found, and that is a sense of belonging and a sense of community, or what me and my friends like to call your tribe. See, I never knew before that you could have a tribe, that you could have this group of people that not only exist in your life because you work together or because you're related or because some other circumstances brought you together. It turns out that you actually can be surrounded with people that you deeply, deeply, deeply resonate with, that are very much like-minded and that share a lot of your values. And I mean those like really, really deep values about the meaning of life, about your spirituality, about your outlook on life, about your sexuality, about relating to other people, etc. And since being back, like, I haven't even really started or gathered enough momentum. Like, it's nothing what it used to be. Like, I spent 8 years in Melbourne and I was just really in the rhythm of having a social life, catching up with friends, spending time with these like-minded individuals, going to workshops and events and dances. Like, I still started doing certain things. I've been going to see friends, reconnecting with people I haven't seen in years in some cases. I have started going to events and circles and expos as well. And it's not only something that I am enjoying so tremendously. It is actually something that really feeds me and nurtures me, that fills me up, like fills up my heart to the brim with these amazing feelings of joy and feeling accepted and feeling loved and feeling connected to other people. Yesterday, I spent a day with one of my best friends here in Melbourne, and we went to nature and we just, we hiked, we had coffee, we were just spending time outdoors and indoors enjoying the conversation. And while normally as an introvert, I can't spend extended periods of time with other people because it really takes a lot out of me. With a person that I am so close to and that is a part of my tribe and is someone that is really, really close to me, like a very, very close friend, we spend hours and hours together. We spend most of the day together. And I was so extremely nurtured and it gave me so much. I had such a wonderful time, and I just, I was driving back home in the evening feeling so happy, so grateful, so appreciative of my friends and of what I just have here in Melbourne. And I can take from it and I can reach for it and I can access that support of my tribe and that love and that acceptance and that connection and that sense of interaction with people who get me, who understand what I am about and what I am going through, and where we can bounce ideas off of each other and it just makes sense to us, and because we just resonate in such a deep way. And when I went back to Europe back in January, I was really trying to find that in Europe without actually fully realizing what I was doing. But that's actually what I was doing. I was trying to find that source of these amazing feelings where I could just plug into my tribe again and just get so much amazing stuff from these people. And the problem in Europe is that I really just have my family there, and while I love them and they are amazing, for me that's just not enough. Like, I have to reach beyond my family. I have to go further than just my family. So finding this soul family here, this tribe here in Melbourne, that actually changed my life, in really profound ways. And then when I left Melbourne, I just figured I could find the same thing somewhere else in Australia. I was living in Byron Bay, and then in Sydney, and then on the Gold Coast, and then in Brisbane. But I didn't quite find the same depth or the same level of connectedness and connection that I do find here, so easily and so available. And I wasn't even expecting that it would be so easy for me to just drop back into it after 6 years of absence. It would be a process. Like, I wouldn't just drop right back into the tribe, feeling that amazing sense of connection and nurturing from them. But that's exactly what's been happening. That's like, I am just mind blown how many beautiful uh, moments I've already experienced of deep connection and uh, powerful conversations, amazing exchanges of ideas, because we get each other. And so it's so enriching to talk to each other and to share, uh, from our minds, from our hearts, from our souls. So right now, my heart is just so full of gratitude to all these amazing people who are here and who are available for connections, who are organizing things and facilitating circles and events and workshops, and other gatherings, etc. Plus, all these people that I can call my friends, who have been reaching out to me and I've been reaching out to them, and we've been connecting, over coffees and brunches and walks, etc. I am an introvert, but I need my community. I need them so much, and they are so amazing for my mental health, but also just for that deep sense of happiness and satisfaction in life. And I really hope that you have found the same for you, and that if you haven't yet, that you will, and that this is coming in your life. And now I actually need to get up and leave, get ready and go, because I am about to catch up for a coffee with a very, very beautiful and dear friend of mine that I haven't seen in about 3 years now. Bye!